You're watching Football Daily, and here are this week's biggest transfer news and headlines. We've asked you guys to keep an eye out for any transfer rumours and to tweet them in. So if you'd like to be involved next week, make sure you follow us on Twitter and hit us up with the hashtag TransferTalk to me at Zach Jellum or the Football Daily account. And if you want to see more great content and keep up to date with the footballing world, make sure you like and subscribe. We're starting in London this week, ready to wave goodbye to Alexis Sanchez, who's exiting the Emirates for a move to Manchester. Man City reportedly ended their interest in the Chilean due to his wage demands, so it looks like Sanchez is on his way to Mourinho's Man United, who are apparently ready to pay £30 million and a contract worth $400,000 a week. Gillian Balligay says that United can make him the fourth highest paid player in the world to bring him to Old Trafford. But Mino Raiola has come out and claimed that the deal is totally dependent on one guy. That man is Mkhitaryan, and Arsenal want him in part of a swap deal plus cash for Sanchez. But the Armenian doesn't seem to be so keen. But what do you guys think? Should Alexis go to United or hold out for a move to City in the summer? Let us know by voting in the poll above. From Sanchez to his replacement, the Mirror are reporting that Wenger is in talks with Dortmund striker Henrikh Mkhitaryan to fill those vacant boots up front. The Gunners are apparently willing to sign the 28-year-old for €60 million, or 35 plus Olivier Giroud, according to the Standard. It's alleged he's already handed in a transfer request and dropped this little hint in Jadon Sancho's livestream saying, "Can you take me to London one day? I hear London is on fire." Maybe this move could soften the blow for Arsenal fans everywhere, who have suffered yet another disappointing window. We stay in London for a move that has put me and Chelsea fans across the country in tears. The Blues have been without a goal in 3 games, and €55 million man Morata hasn't found the net this year. And the Evening Standard are reporting that Andy Carroll is the man to end this goal drought. Oh God, please. They're claiming that the Blues are looking at the target man for a loan deal to the end of the season, as a backup to Morata and replace Michy Batshuayi, who appears to be heading to Spain. Chelsea are keen to secure his replacement first, and if they can't prize Carroll away from the London Stadium, then they have their eyes on Christian Benteke, who scored 1 Premier League goal in 17 games. I'm done. What the f***? Over to Madrid, where it looks like Atletico will be receiving a rather ambitious dual bid from Swansea for Gamero and Gaitan. The Swans previously said that they want to acquire 3 players in the window, and are desperate for reinforcements as they sit rock bottom of the Premier League. According to Football Espana, Atletico are willing to let the pair go for around €40 to €50 million. Big money for the small South Wales side, and with both of them struggling to get into Simeone's team, they might be ready to make the move. Speaking of players who are sat on the bench, Everton are looking to complete a permanent move for THEO WALCOTT. The Englishman is contracted to stay at Arsenal till 2019, but having only managed a total of 63 minutes in the league this season, it's likely he could head for the exit if he wants to reclaim a place in the England side. The BBC say that Walcott will join the Toffees for £20 million and is ready for a medical. It also seems that Sam Allardyce is delighted, with him having said he would be a fantastic addition to their squad. Just before we head over to our next transfer story, make sure you check us out on Instagram. It's a great way to see the behind the scenes of what we do. Our handles are on screen right now, and whilst you're at it, follow us on our personal accounts too. We deliver breaking transfer stories, news, and also do a few giveaways, so make sure you check it out and leave some comments on what you think of the current transfer news. Now, back to the good stuff. This week, fans of Serie A are poised for Bologna's Simone VERDI to make his move to Napoli. Gazzetta dello Sport are reporting that the deal is worth €20 million and $1.5 million a year plus bonuses for the free kick specialist. However, the forward, who's contributed to 6 goals and 5 assists to Bologna's 17-18 campaign, is apparently sceptical about the move. Worried he won't get enough game time in Naples, the transfer may ground to a halt. According to the IB Times, Napoli are also keen to sign Barcelona's Deulofeu, who is available for a move this month and has a positive history in the Italian top flight for AC Milan. The Spanish forward, who re-signed for the Catalan club last summer, has made just 9 league appearances since, and hasn't seen his contribution increase despite the injury to Dembele. The former Toffees winger is keen for the move though, but the Catalan club will demand up to €20 million. Now, this one is for the future, as according to Spanish outlet Marca, so we'll see how this goes, Real Madrid are planning on bringing Icardi to the Bernabeu at the end of the season. The Champions League winners have had a disappointing season so far, handing the league to their rivals and their top players are all struggling. But no one has felt the goal drought more than Benzema, who has scored 5 in his last 20 games. And according to the paper, the fix is Mauro Icardi, and Los Blancos are prepared to pay the €110 million buyout clause in his contract. But do you reckon this will be a good enough addition to Zidane's squad? And what will happen to Benzema? Let me know in the comments below. And finally, we finish with the biggest and least likely rumour. Now, we all know that Cristiano Ronaldo has been out of form for Real Madrid, with only 4 La Liga goals this season, but that hasn't stopped him throwing his toys out of the pram over his contract. According to Marca, CR7 has fallen out with Florentino Perez and the rest of the board over their refusal to offer him an improved contract and make him the highest paid player in the world. Having beaten Messi to his 5th Ballon d'Or in 2017, Ronnie thinks he's entitled to a pay rise, and apparently Manchester United can match it. But would they really pay over 100 million plus his crazy wages to get a 33-year-old back in red? We think it's unlikely. So I hope you guys liked that video. Let us know what you thought in the comments below. And if you've enjoyed that, why not check out the video on screen right now? I'm sure it is great. And as always, don't forget to like and subscribe.